Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Macy and I am a full-time fashion reseller, and on this channel I put out reselling content to help you succeed at your reselling business. So if that sounds like something that interests you, feel free to hit subscribe down below and tap that notification bell so that you know next time I put out a new video. Today I have a what sold video for you guys. I do these every Monday and I'm happy to have you guys along with me for this one. I am looking a little bit like a frump today because I got back from Las Vegas last night at 3 a.m. we got home, so kind of late. It's really nice flying to Las Vegas because with the time difference it's like you leave at 4, you get there at 6, but then coming home it's like you leave at 6, you get home at 3 a.m. So needless to say, I may have slept in a little bit this morning and did not want to get super dressed up today. If you want to hear more about my Las Vegas trip, I will be talking about it at the end of this video. I thought I wouldn't bore you guys with all the details before jumping into the sales at the beginning because you probably clicked on the video for the sales. So we're going to be looking at the dates between November 28th and December 4th. This was a little bit of a slower week, so I don't have as many sales to go over. This might be a shorter video. Let's jump into the first one. My first sale was a Sam Edelman red long fuzzy coat in a size large. It sold on Poshmark for $45. I made a profit of $36, and that profit is after site fees and shipping costs, but before my cost of goods. I will tell you guys my cost of goods, and if you want to deduct that from the profit that I tell you, you can. At the very end of the video, I will go over my total sales revenue and total profit after all fees considered, including cost of goods. Oh shoot, I cut off my days to sell. 1 second, I'll be right back. I gotta put that on here. Okay, I'm back. Sorry guys, it's gonna take me a second to get back into the swing of things. You know how it is after you go on vacation, it's just like I felt like a zombie all day, just trying to do basic things. Shipping probably took me 3 hours, and I didn't have that many sales because everything was on vacation mode except for eBay. eBay lets you do time off now. They keep changing the name. I think it used to be called vacation mode, but now they changed it to time off. But you can just set your eBay items to or you can set eBay to be like, I'm going to be away from this date to this date, and then eBay will just update the handling time on all your items for you so that you don't get dinged for shipping out later than you normally would, which is really nice. And you can choose whether you want to keep your items available for sale while you're away, or if you want to have the items hidden or not available for sale. So anyways, that Sam Edelman coat took 75 days to sell, and I paid $5.39 for it at a local Goodwill. This is the perfect time of year to sell something like this. It's a red, so it's kind of Christmassy, and it was a size large, so really good size. I was very happy with that sale. The next sale was a Hudson Barbara high-waisted skinny ankle jeans in a size 28. They sold on Poshmark for $19.50. I made a profit of $15.60, and they took 16 days to sell. I did pay full price for these jeans at a local Goodwill. My full price for jeans is $6.99 around here. That seems really low. Now I'm concerned. Now I'm like, did I write the wrong selling price here? How is it $19.50? Did it sell as part of a bundle? It might have sold as part of a bundle. Now I gotta check my phone. 1 second. I'm forgetting things. So that's Sam Edelman coat, these Hudson jeans, and then the next sale that I'm going to talk about, a pair of J. Crew jeans, all sold together as part of a bundle with a few other things. So what happened here for this bundle is that the person took advantage of my Black Friday sale, which was 50% off of bundles if you bundled 5 or more items. If you bundled a lesser amount, you got a lower discount, but this person wanted the full 50%, so they went for the 5 items. And so these jeans were originally $39, but they got a pretty good deal at $19.50 because Hudson jeans are pretty expensive. But since they were buying a whole bundle, I ended up doing pretty well in profit across all the items. So I don't mind that being a smaller sale for those jeans than I probably would have gotten otherwise. The other item that was in that bundle was a pair of J. Crew Mercantile skinny dark wash jeans in a size 31. They sold on Poshmark for $29, and I made a profit of $23.20. They only took 23 days to sell, and once again, I paid $6.99 for those jeans. Now, these I priced really high. They were originally $58, and they were getting a good bit of attention. Typically, J. Crew jeans don't go for that much money, but these ones were doing well because they were the Mercantile line, which I've found you can get a little bit more money from Mercantile. I actually didn't know that Mercantile was both on the men's and the women's side. I've only ever seen it on the men's side because my boyfriend has a few J. Crew Mercantile like dress shirts. So this was my first time ever finding their jeans, and I would recommend picking them up if you can get them for a good price. Okay, the next sale was another J. Crew item. It was a J. Crew bright red long coat in a size 0. It sold on Poshmark for $80. After a shipping discount of $1.50, I made a profit of $62.50, and it took 45 days to sell. Very similar to the other long red coat I sold. Perfect Christmas holiday time coat for this time of year. I thought this was super duper cute. I absolutely loved it. And this was a consignment item that I got off of the FLYP app. If you have not tried FLYP yet, I do have links for it in the description down below. It's a really fun consignment app where you can pick up consignment lots to sell at absolutely no cost to you. There's a whole list of them to choose from, and you just kind of apply for whichever ones speak your language or the type of items that you like to sell. Or you can be on the other side of FLYP where you're putting consignment lots up for sale. And then you just take a photo of each item that's in your lot, write a little description about what the brand is and what the condition is, and have someone sell your items for you. I've tried both sides of the app and I would recommend it, so give it a shot if you haven't yet. It's worth at least checking out. The next sale was a pair of J brand olive green cargo pants in a size 27. They sold on eBay for $60.47. I made a profit of $41.19, and they took 25 days to sell. I paid $5.29 for them, which is the full price for pants at my Goodwill. If you recall, I've already sold its twin that I picked up at the same time. That was the khaki color of the same item. So both sold in less than a month for really good money. So highly, highly recommend the cargo J brand skinny jeans. They do really well. Keep an eye out for them. Not all J brand jeans will do well for you. Definitely look up the style if ever you come across J brand. The next sale was a Lily Pulitzer pink silk blouse in a size large. It sold on eBay for $44.94. I made a profit of $35.57, and it took 47 days to sell. This was again a consignment item that I got off of the FLYP app from the same lot that had the J. Crew coat. And this top did have a few of those little runs in the fabric, so it wasn't in perfect condition, but it was a good size, it was a very pretty color, and it was silk. So it had a lot going for it, along with Lily Pulitzer, which is just a pretty good brand to resell. I don't find it very often in my area, so FLYP is a really good resource for me to pick up things like Lily Pulitzer because I just don't find them around me. $18 went on to my consignee for that sale. The next sale was an American Eagle men's original straight light wash jeans in a size 30-32. They sold on Mercari for $25. I made a profit of $21.47, and they took 14 days to resell. I only paid $1 for those jeans. This is bread and butter for me. I love picking up American Eagle men's jeans. I try not to pick up the smaller sizes necessarily. Like once you start getting into like waist size 28, it starts getting more difficult to sell. So I was happy that these did pretty good. They sold in just a few weeks, and for what I would expect out of them, which is like $25, pretty much any of the American Eagle men's jeans will go for between $20 and $25. If you can find them for a decent price, they are an easy flip. The next sale, I've been waiting for this one to sell. Had it for a little while. It's a Joe Fit new with tags colorful floral UPF 30 dress. It was originally $128, still new with tags. In a size large. It sold on eBay for $42.94. Made a profit of $30.26, and it took 232 days to sell. I remember picking this up and thinking, oh, this is really cool and the comps look pretty good. I'm gonna get this and it's gonna do great because it's summertime. I picked it up on April 15th, and so I was thinking this is such a perfect time of year because I'm gonna have all these summer months to sell it, and then it just sat until now. For some reason it sold in December. So you never know when things are going to sell. Like, seasonality is definitely important whenever it comes to reselling. Like, you're going to sell a lot more sundresses in the summer and a lot more sweaters in the winter than you will, sweaters in the summer and sundresses in the winter. But that doesn't mean that you can't sell a sundress in the winter, because you never know what people are doing. They could be going on vacation. They could be just stocking up their wardrobe for the next coming up seasons. Who knows? They could be buying a gift for somebody for Christmas, Oh, I forgot to mention, my cost of goods there was $6.87, which doesn't really make any sense because that's not a price I would typically pay at a Goodwill. But what I do sometimes is that I'll get something, and I think this dress was like 50% off, so it was probably like $3.50. But then I probably had something else from that same haul that I couldn't resell because it had a hole or a flaw or whatever that I didn't see at the store. So what I do is I take that cost for that item that I can't resell, and I kind of divide it up between all the other items that I am selling. So since I knew that this would go for a decent price, I think I tacked on a few bucks to this item because, then I'm absorbing that cost of good for the lost item that I'm not going to make any money on. I hope that makes sense. It's just easier for accounting purposes for me to do that. The next two sales are both Lane Bryant jean sales. So the first one was Lane Bryant mid-rise super stretch straight jean in a size 18. It sold on eBay for $29.44. Made a profit of $15.58, and it took 20 days to sell. I only paid $1 for that pair of jeans, and the next sale is so similar. I'm just going to go over it real quick. It is a Lane Bryant skinny Genius Fit dark wash jeans in a size 18 again. It sold on Mercari this time for $20. I had a profit of $17.12. It's kind of interesting how that works. On eBay, I sold it for almost $30, but my profit was less at $15.60. And for Mercari, I sold it at $20, but because the Mercari fees are so low and I didn't have any shipping costs to factor in, my profit was a little bit higher at $17. And they took 17 days to sell. They were, once again, a $1 item, and this is another good bread and butter for me. I love checking out the larger sizes at the jeans section and seeing if there's any Lane Bryant that I can pick up, because I don't know too many of the other brands that are good for reselling. I've done Catherine's before, but Lane Bryant is consistently a pretty good bread and butter item. I can pick it up and sell it for anywhere between $20 and $30, and I usually only pay $1 for it unless it's a really nice style or it's, like a newer, it looks like it's barely been worn, all that. The next sale was a Soprano white lace sleeveless dress in a size large. It sold on Mercari for $28. I made a profit of $24.09, and it took 216 days to sell. That dress I got for 50% off from a Goodwill, so I paid $3.49 for it. It unfortunately did not have a size tag on it, so it took me it was a little bit of a struggle to try to figure out what the size was. I am pretty confident it is a junior's size large, but of course whenever that happens I just note in the description for the person to refer to the measurements to ensure the best fit. That ended up being a pretty good sale for me, but it took a really long time to sell, so I don't know if I would pick up a Soprano dress again. I just like this one a lot because it was this really unique material. It was like a 3D lace. It was very thick, almost like a neoprene type fabric, but it was a lace. So I had never felt anything like that before, and I thought it could be good for a lot of occasions. So I did give this dress a chance, but Soprano is one of those brands that can be kind of difficult to resell, so definitely look up the style before picking it up maybe and see what kind of comps are showing up. The next sale was a pretty good one. A White House Black Market black tweed accent sheath dress in a size 12. It sold on Facebook Marketplace for $35, made a profit of $33.14, and it took only 18 days to sell. I paid $3 for that dress from Goodwill. I just have really good luck with tweed. I don't know if you guys also have had a good time selling tweed items, but just tweed blazers, tweed coats, things with tweed accents, like, I don't know why, it's just, it brings up the value in the items, so I would highly recommend looking out for tweed. And then White House Black Market can be kind of hit or miss whenever it comes to their dresses. I've had a really hard time selling cocktail dresses in like a black color whenever they're in smaller sizes, but this was a size 12 and it seemed to be in really good shape, had those tweed accents, so that brought up the value quite a bit. I did have this listed a lot higher. I think I had it at like $55, and this person on Facebook Marketplace offered me $30, and I countered with $35. They said that was fine, and I knew because the marketplace fees are so low that I could get away with selling it for $35 and still have a great profit. Don't know if I would have let it go that low on other platforms. I might have tried to hold out for like $40, $45, but on Facebook Marketplace I'm willing to let things go for a little bit lower of a price. Just a few more over $15 sales for you guys, and then we'll go into some of my lowest profit sales. The next sale, I love sweaters like this. It was a Gap cable knit Irish fisherman's sweater in a size small. It sold on eBay for $32.44. Made a profit of $20.10, and it took 49 days to sell. I paid full price for that sweater at a Goodwill at $5.29. And I picked it up mostly because of the knit design on the sweater. Sweaters that have designs like this just go for really good prices usually, even if it's by a brand like Gap that can normally not have the best resale value. As long as the sweater is in good shape and it has that fisherman's knit, I am all about it. The next sale was a pair of Joe's Jeans White the Smith high-rise straight jeans in a size 32. They sold on Poshmark for $53. After a shipping discount of $1.50 and fees, I made $40.90, and it took 206 days to sell. This was a consignment item. $24.39 went on to my consignee. I was so excited to see a pair of Joe's Jeans move because I think I just mentioned in my last What Sold video that Joe's Jeans have not been selling well for me. Well, it's Christmas time and everything sells at this time of year, which is awesome. So happy to see these pair of Joe's Jeans move after over 200 days. They were a larger size, so they had that going for them, and someone went ahead and accepted my offer that Poshmark VA sends out for me. Poshmark VA, I always have sending out 20% offers with the $1.50 shipping discount 10 minutes after someone likes an item. So someone took advantage of that offer and got these jeans. Love it. Love to see it. Now, if only my other two pairs of size 26 jeans would move, we would be all good and I could be done with Joe's Jeans for a little while. Alright, the last sale I want to tell you guys about that was over $15 in profit was an Athleta burgundy red cable knit hooded sweater in a size large. It sold on Poshmark for $33. I made a profit of $26.40, and it only took 9 days to sell. Love to see it. I paid full price for that sweater at $5.29 from a Goodwill. Almost all of my stuff has been from a Goodwill lately. I haven't been adding much variety into my sourcing, it seems like. This sale came in just under the wire because I was just about to put all my shops in vacation mode, and they just snuck this one in there. This Athleta sweater did have a little bit of material wear, a little bit of pilling, so it wasn't in perfect condition. But once again, the cable knit design on it was really cool. It's a size large and it's just perfect for this time of year, so it ended up going for a pretty good price. Okay, let's talk about some of my lowest sales. To kick us off, we have a DLE gray plush long sleeve top. This did have a few little brown stains on it at a few points on the top, so that kind of brought down the value. It is also just a Nordstrom house brand, I believe, maybe junior section. Plus, was it Cold Shoulder? I believe it was Cold Shoulder, which is just not as popular of a style anymore. So all those things kind of brought it down, especially the staining. It sold on eBay for $4. I made a profit of $3.12, and it took 138 days to sell. This was a consignment item, so $1.72 went on to my consignee. The next sale, oh my goodness, I don't know why I haven't pulled this yet. It's an Urban Outfitters Pins and Needles Coral Fit and Flare dress in a size small. It sold on Poshmark for $12. After fees and a shipping discount, I made $7.55, and it took 402 days to sell. I've had this item for a really long time. The photos were not great. I should have retaken the photos, but I only paid $1 for that item, so the profit wasn't as bad as it could have been. And I'm so happy to see it go. I am definitely steering clear of Urban Outfitters a lot more now than I did in the past. It just doesn't resell for me like it used to. None of it. Like, I keep hoping that there's a style or something that still resells well, but it just seems like everything that I'm selling from Urban Outfitters is not going for good prices. Because I've sold a sweater recently that didn't go for much, a blazer, a dress, just on and on. And nothing. If you have anything from Urban Outfitters that is still bringing you in over $15 in profit, let me know, because I'm very interested if there's anything out there that Urban Outfitters is still good for picking up. The next sale was a Zara black square neck blouse in a size extra small. It sold on eBay for $13.04. I made a profit of $6.82, and it took 188 days to sell. This used to be part of a flip consignment lot, but the consignment period ended, so I did a buyout for the lot, and I allocated $3.90 to this item. It was a nice top. I think it just was a little plain, size extra small, and yeah, it probably just didn't cost all that much to begin with, so just happy to make a little bit of profit there. The next sale was a Tahari gray 2-button blazer in a size 4P. Sold on eBay for $14.94. Made a profit of $5.86, and it took 176 days to sell. Similar story to the last item. This was again a flip consignment item that I did a buyout for, and I allocated $6.07 to that. So what that means is that I actually, after my cost of goods, had a negative 21-cent profit on that item. Whoops! That typically would not have happened, but this sold on eBay, and on eBay I do a flat shipping cost for all of my first class shipping items. I think it's $4.95 right now. I did up it a little bit because it used to be $4.50. I bumped it up to $4.95 because over the holidays USPS increases their shipping costs. However, that is kind of the mid-range of the shipping costs that I pay for items that are first class shipping. So for example, I might sell something that's like a 4-ounce top that only costs $3.70 to ship, and that buyer is paying the $4.95 shipping fee because it's a flat for all of my first class items. So that's on one end, and then on the other end you have a blazer like this that weighed in at under a pound, so I could ship it first class. However, it costs $6.28 to ship, but they were also charged that $4.95 fee. So I was eating a good bit of the shipping cost there. It kind of balances out at the end of the day between the other items that I make a little bit on the shipping. That's just kind of how it goes. So this was the unlucky item that had a high enough cost of goods that after considering the fees and shipping costs and everything, I ended up having a negative profit after my cost of goods. And the last item I want to tell you guys about is a Calvin Klein men's dark gray dress shirt in a size large. It sold on Poshmark for $10. I made a profit of $7.05, and it took 215 days to sell. I only paid $1 for that dress shirt. Don't really know what got into me. One day I just picked up a few men's dress shirts by brands that I recognized, and wasn't the best move. I don't think any of them went for that much money. So I'm just happy to get rid of them and get that cost of goods back and a little bit of profit to use on some better items that I actually understand, instead of men's dress shirts, which I just don't have that much experience in selling. Okay, let's talk about my totals. I had a total of 34 sales for this week, and my total sales revenue was $819 after taking away my cost of goods, which includes any consignment payouts, any site fees, and any shipping costs or shipping discounts. I made a total profit of $419, which gives me a net profit margin of 51%. Loving seeing that over 50%, like I mentioned before. Keep it going up. Go up, go up. And to break it down a little bit further for you guys, out of the 34 sales that I had, 28 were personal sales, meaning items that I personally picked up to resell, either from Goodwill or I did a buyout from a FLYP consignment lot or whatever it is. And my average profit there was $12.30 an item. Not too bad. It's kind of where I've been hovering around. The remaining 6 sales were consignment sales with an average profit of $12.44. So a little bit higher average profit for the consignment sales than for the personal sales this week. Love to see it. I think it was because I had some higher priced consignment sales, like the J. Crew long coat that I thought was so pretty. So that's very exciting, and I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing about my sales. Before I leave you, let me tell you a little bit about my Las Vegas trip. I was just so happy to be able to take a trip because, like all throughout 2020 was just quarantining. And then even into 2021, it was just real slow to build up to doing any sort of travel. Like, I slowly started seeing friends more. And then in summer, whenever cases were super duper low, went to the beach with my brother and my boyfriend. Oh, and in May of this year, we went to a wedding that was in Las Vegas. So this is actually my second trip to Las Vegas this year. And it's because my boyfriend's family lives in Las Vegas. A little bit of his family does. He also had a work function out there, so it was like a 2-for-1. Get a little holiday time with family, and also he does his work thing. However, everything kind of went off the rails, so let me start from the beginning. We had a full week there, and this might not have been the best week, like business-wise, to take a vacation, because when you make the most sales? Right before Christmas, because everyone's purchasing their Christmas stuff and trying to make sure they get it early enough to, have it be shipped out and receive it in time for Christmas and everything. So typically this particular week of like December 5th through whatever the 12th is a very busy sales week, and I just completely had everything on vacation mode. So not the smartest business move on my part, but if 2020 has taught me anything, it is that family and friend time is so much more important than whatever profits I'm leaving behind on the table. So anyways, we kind of jumped around hotels. We started out at this place called the Tuscany Casino. It was really cute. They had like a little fire pit area that I like to hang out at. I brought my swimsuit, but it was not really warm enough to swim. It got to 70 degrees one day, and it only stayed 70 degrees for like a few hours before it went back into the mid 60s. And then it just got colder throughout the week. I think it was like, low 50s, maybe 60. Yeah. Unfortunately, I did not escape the cold too much. However, it was like 30 degrees out here in Pittsburgh. I think it snowed midweek, so I'll take mid 50s over that any day. So we had a nice time at that first place. We don't gamble. We just went to like restaurants and stuff. And then I met up with a reseller friend, which I will have a video out on Wednesday with her. So if you're interested to see who it is, I'm not going to mention it yet, but stay tuned for Wednesday's video because she will be featured in it. We did a little filming at her house to make things easier. So I got to spend a little bit of time with her. John, my boyfriend, got food poisoning midway through the week, so we literally had just switched hotels. We had went from the Tuscany to the Mirage, which is where his company was holding their like work function thing. So we were going to be there for 3 nights, and literally like after we got there, John had maybe a few hours before he was just done, like completely out of it. He pretty much spent his entire stay at the Mirage just recovering / getting over food poisoning, and I took care of him as best as I could, but most of the time it was just like him sleeping and recovering. So I went out and about and did a few things with my reseller friend that was out there, and also some of John's family. We went to go see a show called Absinthe, which is like a variety show involving a bunch of stunt people, acrobatics, like, you know, flexible people. I can't even believe some of the things that these people were doing. Also, it was a little bit sexual, so they were like taking off their clothes while doing acrobatic stuff. And there was a comedian, and just, I would recommend it. It was super cool and funny and unique, and I've never seen anything like it before. It was really cool actually getting to go with John's sister-in-law instead of with John, who I was initially going to go do this with. Because I don't know, I felt like it could be a little bit more like, woo! You know, whenever like some things were happening up on stage, whereas if I was with him, he would be like, cover your eyes, you know. So it was really fun. And then the next night we went to a comedy show, so that was also very fun and funny, and John was feeling well enough to attend for that, so that was cool. And then the rest of the weekend we just hung out with John's family, which was fun. We played some games, ate some good food, and just, you know, had a good rest of the weekend. Happy to be home now. I feel like, you know, a week is a pretty good amount of time to be in a different place, and we hopped around a lot. So it was a very, very busy week, and just happy to be home and can get settled back into regular routine and everything. Hopefully I can make up for lost sales a little bit for the rest of December. Wish me luck. I hope that sales are all going well for you guys, and that you made a ton of sales at the beginning of December. If you are enjoying my reselling content and you haven't already, hit that subscribe down below and tap the little bell next to it. Change it to all so that you get all notifications next time I put out a new video. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Bye!